This morning we're gonna head out to the dock and have coffee and cinnamon rolls.
Hi, I'm Nikki Kirk, an RV traveling, Amazon selling bikini blogger. Welcome to my RV kitchen.
I asked you guys on my Instagram stories to play recipe roulette with me and pick a number. And we ended up with 2 recipes that actually got voted on a couple times, so I was like, those are it. Plus it's hot, and these recipes didn't really call for a lot of baking time, so that was good. It ended up between quiche and quick cinnamon rolls. The cinnamon rolls won, which I'm happy about. I think Damien voted like 3 times just to make sure they would win. What the heck?
That's a Nikki one.
I don't actually like walnuts and stuff, and I was trying to like be true to the recipes and make them, but I'm sorry, I'm not gonna ruin it with walnuts. Sorry guys. So I'm omitting walnuts on this one. These are actually really easy to make, so it should be quick, thus they're named quick, right? Is there a better way than a chip clip to keep the book open? If so, let me know. Alright, so the official name for this recipe is Quick Orange Walnut Sweet Rolls. I'm really excited because I finally remembered to set the butter out last night so it's soft and room temperature. I didn't have to microwave it this time. We're making the fillings. Butter, brown sugar, orange zest, and cinnamon. First I need to zest the oranges. I don't actually have a zester, so I'm just gonna use a grater. It'll work. The filling is 4 teaspoons of orange zest, and then the glaze has the zest of 2 oranges, so whatever that ends up being. It works pretty good. This is gonna make 12 sweet rolls, and I imagine they'll all be gone. I'm just gonna zest all 3, and then whatever comes out, because I think it's gonna be more than enough actually. I think it's a teaspoon, so maybe I'm not gonna have enough. Whatever, we'll see how it goes. It smells really good, so they will have a lot of flavor. We'll grab the other one. So this one was supposed to be for a photo later, but I actually can tell I'm gonna need it, so we won't have an orange in the photo. I got my orange zested. I'm gonna get back to work on the filling. 1½ sticks of butter, 3/4 cup of packed brown sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then 4 teaspoons of this lemon zest. 3/4 cup. We got a half and a 1/4, if it'll come out. Teaspoon of cinnamon. That looks about right. I think I'm just gonna use most of it and then leave that part for the glaze. Should I measure it? Let's see. Oh, I do have enough. I can't eyeball anything. 2. They're kind of big. I probably should have chopped them up, but well. I'm gonna mix this all together. So we are still out on the farm in East Texas, and it's amazing. So you're gonna see the dock they built, on the lake they built. We actually extended our stay. I think we've been here almost 10 days all together, and it's been awesome. And really I don't wanna leave, but we're going to the Grand Ole Opry, so I gotta leave. In her recipe book, she talks about how normally cinnamon rolls take a really long time because you have to do the yeast dough and it rises and all that. And so she had an epiphany to just use these. So we're gonna test it out. It's gonna make 6 each. This is my favorite part of these. Woo! This cutting board is long enough. Look at it. So I'm gonna push these all back together. This will probably be really flaky cinnamon rolls. I don't know if you're supposed to flip them, but I'm going to. I feel like I'm making more holes. Good enough. So now I'm going to spread the filling. Only half of this, which I want to kind of do all of it, but I got to leave an edge. So when I was younger, my mom got a bread maker for Christmas, and so we were all excited making the bread and everything, and the bread's alright, it's not great, so we didn't really actually use it, but there's tons of recipes in the book of how to make dough. So she started making cinnamon roll dough and just having the bread maker mix it all up for her, and then she would roll out the dough and make cinnamon rolls. And so she's been doing that since she got the bread maker, and they are delicious. And then she would freeze some of them too, and then it happened to be that she would freeze them for when my nieces came over, you know, special people. I learned then that you always need extra icing. Alright, so now we're gonna roll them into a log. This is kind of genius. Alright, so I'm gonna do it in half and then in thirds. I feel like long, right? I feel like I need to like push them down. Alright, so we're gonna do that whole thing one more time. Woo! There's holes. I really just want to lick this hole. I'll probably get a sugar high now. I'm gonna turn the oven on to 375. We're gonna bake these for about 30 minutes. Those end ones actually look really pretty, like a little rose. There is a lot of butter down there. So it says 30 minutes, but my oven's a little different, so I just checked on them around the 15-minute mark, and they were already pretty brown on top, and I could see all the butter like sloshing at the bottom, and I could still see it. So who knows what they're gonna be like at the bottom. They're definitely probably fork and knife cinnamon rolls, which I'm not mad about. It says to flip them over onto a plate and let them cool. I feel like butter's gonna fly everywhere, so here we go. Oh dang, look at that. Oh my god, it smells so freaking good. Alright, it looks like monkey bread. Okay, so now I gotta make the glaze while these cool down a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and just make the glaze in this. We do 2 cups of powdered sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then enough orange juice to make it ribbony thick. But it says to sift the powdered sugar, but I don't have a sifter, so I'm just gonna do this. It's probably powdery already. Actually, I'm not gonna use the whisk, I'm gonna use a fork because I don't want to dirty it and I don't see why I would need it. Just gonna mix this up real fast. 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and then 1/4 cup to 1/3 cup of orange juice. I'll start with 1/4 cup. Well, it's not really enough thick, and that's probably why I should have used the whisk. Just follow the instructions. Oh, look how much better it is. Don't be like me. Well, it doesn't seem very thick. I mean, the zest is thick, but maybe I should have started with less. So the specific instructions are, until it is a soft glaze with thick ribbons, which this is not. So I'm gonna pour the glaze over top. It feels like it's too much, but we'll see. This can't be right. It just like made a boat in the middle and it's probably too runny. Whatever. Okay, so that will probably harden up a little bit while we head out. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Come on, let's go. You made it? How do I serve it?
Let me drink my coffee. This is so good. It's like in the movies.
Alright, let me figure out how to do this. Oh, these are like mushy bad. I don't have high expectations for these.
So what is this again?
Orange sweet quick roll. What do you think?
They're good. Were they supposed to sit for a while? They are really gooey. Gooey.
Gooey.
Gooey. I wonder if they harden up a little.
Well, the oven is kind of funky, so the tops got cooked before the bottom, and then the bottom's just sat in all the butter, so they are gooey at the bottom.
It was really good though.
You like how I eat it up in my face?
I don't like it.
No?
No.
Coffee and cinnamon rolls.
Coffee. I love coffee.
My bad. I brought mine. You didn't bring yours?
No. I had to carry 2 cameras and a cookbook and myself.
Alright, well don't eat them all because I gotta take a photo still. We need a thumbnail.
Oh, this is good. The orange is amazing.
So I messed up on the top, but it worked out alright. Still tastes good. It's definitely better where they're crispier.
I don't know. I like it all the way around.
Please watch me shove that whole thing in my mouth.
Okay guys, don't forget, supposed to like the video. If you haven't already subscribed, you want to subscribe to Nikki's Cooking Show. And if for any reason you're trying out any of these recipes, or if you have a question, leave it in the comment. She loves talking to people. Almost as much as me.
As much as I love you, or as much as you love talking to people?
You don't love me. And you don't really love talking to people, so I don't know what I'm saying. That's why she makes videos.
So, what? If you want a t-shirt or a hat, check out Rootless Clothing. Damien's modeling here.
That's what it looks like on a fat guy sitting on a bench.
Alright, I'll see you next week. I don't know what I'm gonna make. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Otherwise, we'll be here eating something. Oh, I shouldn't have put water in there. I totally would have licked that.
To what?
I totally would have licked that.
So real quick, Nikki, why did you not want to put water in that?
Because I totally would have licked it.
You would have licked the pan. We have this. But you wanted to save that so you could